Today we're going over crucial mistakes that traders make that stops them from becoming profitable. So while I was on vacation, chilling on the beach for my family, just trying to get away from social media, I was sitting there thinking of video ideas that I can do when I come back. And my main objective with these videos was to really help people change their lives, right? Because I'm sitting here, I'm speaking to Jesus, thanking him for everything he blessed me with. And I really just want everyone to have that opportunity to change their life, to change their legacy. So while I got my toes in the sand, I'm thinking, what can I do that's really going to help people? So the first thing that popped in my mind is, what are the mistakes that I made that stopped me from becoming a profitable trader? A lot of you guys know my story. You guys know I've been trading for 4 years. And at the beginning of last year is when I had my aha moment where everything clicked and my whole life changed. Now I was profitable before that, but my life wasn't changing. I was just, staying afloat. You know what I mean? I have a profitable week here and there, lose here and there. It was nothing crazy. But once I had my aha moment, everything changed. I haven't had a losing month since, and life has been great. So the first crucial mistake I see everyone making, and I made for years and years, that really stopped me from becoming successful. I'm telling you, if you don't listen to none of the other ones, listen to this one right here. I see everybody doing this, and they gotta stop it or they will never see success. I could promise you that. And this first mistake is learning from different mentors, right? Whether you're taking different courses, whether you're taking different mentorships, or you just watching different traders on YouTube, you need to stop that right now. I don't care if you learn from me or you learn from Mamba or whoever you learn from. You need to pick one person and you need to learn from them only. If you keep going to different teachers, you're never going to be successful. I'm telling you. You need to find one way of trading, one mentor, and stick with them until it works. Obviously, first, you need to verify that that trader is actually a real trader. Do they have live trading videos on their YouTube channel where you can see them entering the trade, exiting the trade? Do they have withdrawals? Have they passed the FTMO challenge, right? Now that's a big one. You guys always hear me preaching that if you've been a part of my channel since the beginning, I always say if you want a mentor, you have to make sure that they pass the FTMO challenge, because that cannot be manipulated. They do not hire affiliates under FTMO, so they cannot get fake payouts. If you see a trader pass an FTMO challenge, especially if they do it multiple times, you know they're legit, because you can't fake that. And you also want to be able to relate to that mentor. If you're from the bottom like me, we do not need to be learning from someone that went to Harvard. They don't understand our struggles. They don't understand how to teach us. They don't understand how to put it in terms where we can understand it. You need to learn from someone that's from the same place as you. So I always tell people, and I've heard a lot of people give me good feedback by that. They have a lot of DMs that tell me when I started learning from me or someone from the same position as I am, whether you're from the bottom, middle, or the top, it always just translates better. You could just understand what they're trying to teach you, right? Because most of us traders, we're not teachers. We're just traders trying to help some people out. So you definitely want to learn from someone that would be like your homie in real life, right? Imagine you calling one of your homies over to come teach you, and they're just pointing at the computer like, okay, look, you want to do this shit right here. As soon as this does this, you want to do this. It'll make more sense than someone saying, yo, you want to look for the equilibrium with the moon pattern and the half a cup of tea pattern. Like, it's just not going to make sense. When this shit does this, you do this. That's how I teach people. It's very simple. It's not hard. Forex trading is really easy once you figure it out. So getting everything in step-by-step form, that's the hard part. When you know, okay, when this happens, you got to look for this, and then you got to look for this. But if this happens, then you don't take the trade. That's the hard part, figuring out your trading plan. So another reason why you don't want to learn from different mentors is because everybody does shit different. Like the way I do breaker structure, another person is not going to do it. I don't see anybody on YouTube teaching breaker structure the way I do it, right? This is stuff that I learned from back testing. I took everybody's courses, which I shouldn't have done. I should have picked one person. But now being in this 4 years, I could understand what would have got me here faster. But I do breaker structure different than everybody else. I look at the higher time frame different than everybody else, especially the higher time frame, because I made that up myself. Nobody else does it. So I made up my own breaker structure rules. I made up my own higher time frame rules, right? And that's why my strategy works so good. That's why my life changed, and that's why my students' lives are changing, because I made this shit up. Nobody does it this way. So if you're learning from me and then you go try to learn from someone else like ICT or Mamba or whoever you want to learn from, it's not going to click because I do everything different. Vice versa. If you're learning from them and then try to come take what I'm teaching you in this video, it's not going to work. So if you're already getting mentored by someone else, you need to leave this video and you need to go over there, bro. You need to stay over there. I want you to be successful. I do not care about views. I don't get paid off YouTube. I'm going to tell you what works and what doesn't. You learning from different mentors is not going to work. Enough of this bullshit. I want to see you guys win. So that's the biggest one, and that's why I spent the most amount of time on it, because it's very important. I was hopping from strategy to strategy, from mentor to mentor. I'm telling you, stick to one. Every strategy works. You just got to learn how and when to use it. So for the second crucial mistake that I see, it ties into learning learning from different mentors is switching strategies. I did this for so long and my wife used to literally yell at me like, why do you keep switching your strategy? Every time I would have a losing week, I would switch the strategy. I'm like, man, this thing doesn't work. I did everything right. I did everything perfect and I still lost. This must be a scam. I need to switch strategies. And I know you guys are doing that. I know you're thinking like, oh yeah, I'll be doing that too. And if you got your girl or your man next to you, they're probably saying like, yep, you do that, because we all do that, bro. We all do it. As soon as we have a losing day or a losing week, bro, we switch everything. We're like, no, something has to be wrong. I need to be winning all the time. That's just not how it works. Every strategy in the world is going to have a losing streak. That's just how it goes. We got to have things in place like risk management to balance out those losing weeks, right? So, I trade high risk to reward. So I want to get a 1 to 3, a 1 to 4, 1 to 5 and above, right? So when I have a losing week, one trade will make up for that losing week. And if I win twice, well, now I'm up 5%. So that's where risk management comes in. And I see a lot of people going for little risk to rewards. Some of them go for negative risk to rewards. And I'm like, nah, that's not the way to be teaching people. It's not, because everyone's going to lose, right? You can't win every single day. It's impossible. If anybody is telling you that they win every single trade every single day, you need to run away from them as fast as you can, bro, because they are trying to scam you. Their life depends on you renewing your membership to their Discord or to their signals or something like that. We're not taking nothing less than a 1 to 3. 1 to 3 minimum. I'm telling you, if you just do this one thing and make your risk to reward 1 to 3, you're going to see a big jump in your profit at the end of the month. Just try it for a month or two, see if I'm lying or if I'm telling the truth. I'm telling you, you might just become profitable just off that. But don't switch your strategy as soon as you have a losing week or you have a losing 2 weeks or you have a losing month. Now, if you have a losing month, that's kind of crazy. But if you have a losing week or two, it's just part of the game. Everybody goes through it. I have losing weeks. Everyone you can think of has losing weeks. It's just part of the game, bro. So stop complaining about it. Get over it. You'll be back to winning in no time. The third crucial mistake I see people making is they do not have a written out trading plan. This is something that took me a long time to do also, because I was like, oh, I got it in my head, right? I know what to do. I know what not to do. I got it in my head. No, you need to write it out. You need to write out your trading plan. I'm only going to trade this session at this time on these days. I'm looking for this entry signal. I'm waiting for all these confluences to line up, and I got this risk management in place. If I lose 2 trades, I'm done for the day no matter what. I don't care how perfect that third setup looks. I'm not taking it because it's part of my trading plan. If there's some news or it's NFP day, I'm not taking any trades because it's not in my trading plan. If it's 1 minute outside of my trading window, I'm not taking it because it's not part of my trading plan. I need you guys to understand that the trading plan is your key to success. If you have a good trading plan and you follow it 100%, not 99.99, 100%, you will be a profitable trader. This is what took me so long to understand. I always try to keep it in my head. I just try to do it, and then I end up being undisciplined. I lose 2 trades. I'm like, oh, that third one will make up all that back, right? I take the third trade, I lose. Then I see that 4th trade. Oh, well, at least let me get back to that only being down 2% instead of 3%. I take that 4th trade. Now I'm down 4%. And it just keeps going and going until you blow your account. You end up walking to the bathroom, staring in the mirror, yelling at yourself like, you're dumb. Why did you do that? You know you're not supposed to do that. It's the 100th time. You promised your wife and your family that you wouldn't do this again, and you're still doing it and you can't control it. The trading plan is there to make sure you're profitable. This trading plan was made with the purpose of, if you follow this, at the end of the month, you will be profitable, because we back tested all these things. So we know, because we back tested this trading plan for months and months and months, and we've shown if you just follow this 100%, you'll be profitable at the end of the month. That's what the trading plan is for. Do not keep it in your head. Write it down. Read it before you enter a trade. Read it before you go to sleep. Get it in your head. This is what makes you profitable. I'm telling you, you just follow that trading plan every single day. You will be profitable if the trading plan works. And the way you know if your trading plan works is what number 4 is. So the 4th crucial mistake is not back testing properly. I see this so many times with so many new students. You guys are not back testing the right way. You guys are watching a course one time, you're hopping on the charts, you're testing back a couple months, and you're like, why am I losing? This doesn't work. Oh, I'm gonna go to a different strategy. This is not working. That's not how you back test, first of all. You need to back test every single part of that strategy, every single thing. You need to back test, does this work better in New York session or London session or Tokyo session? Which one is it performing better in? And you gotta do that for as far back as you can, every single day, because the markets change reached by the season, bro. One thing works in the summer and don't work in the winter. So you need to back test it as far back as you can for every single little thing. It's gonna suck. It's hard work. I'm sorry to tell you, but you're gonna have to put in some work to live this crazy life, right? I know you guys don't want to hear that. You guys go pay for a course, you pay for a mentorship, and you expect us just to snap our fingers and make you profitable. No, you got to put in the work. I'm just gonna tell you where to keep your attention and what's gonna make you profitable. So after you test what session works the best, then you got to test what days work the best. You got to test every single day and see what days do you most likely win the trade, what days do you most likely lose. And I don't see people doing this. For me, Wednesdays and Fridays are not good days for me. Now, of course, I still win on those days, but I just seem to win more on the other days. So now that I cut those days out, I could risk more on the other days and I could have more confidence entering. And your win rate and your profit at the end of the month is going to shoot through the roof. I'm telling you right now. You also want to back test your entry signal, right? You do not want to enter a trade if there's a huge momentum candle going against you and you're entering that trade just because it touched your support and resistance or it touched your supply zone. No, we need to see some rejections. We need to see a hammer candle. We need to see a doji. Which one is the best one for your strategy? Back test that all the way back and then you're going to see. Make sure you have a journal of everything, right? You could draw it out. You could go to Notion, take pictures of it, however you want to do it. You need to mark up what candles form when you win the trade. Everything, bro. You need to back test everything. Those are just a couple things. I'm not going to keep going on and on because your strategy might be different, but just back test every single little thing possible. The fifth crucial mistake that I see is traders not using the higher time frame in confluence with the lower time frame. Now, when I speak about this, I'm speaking from experience and I'm speaking on Forex only, right? Because I do have a future strategy where you don't even need to look at the higher time frame. It's just futures is a little different than Forex. But when it comes to Forex, where it's highly manipulated, there's just like a whole lot of things going on with Forex. You need to make sure you cross all your T's and dot all your I's before you enter a trade. And if you're not using the higher time frame, bro, you're missing a big piece of the puzzle. I'm telling you right now. Make sure that higher time frame is in confluence with your 5-minute or whatever time frame that you're using. I'm telling you, you're going to win more trades. The sixth crucial mistake that I see people making is not being in control of their emotions. This is something that took me a long time to get over too. You need to control it. This is like the hardest part. I'm telling you right now. This part is hard because there's no easy way out. You really got to do it. You really got to put in the work to become disciplined. The psychological part of trading is the hardest part. Anybody can learn a strategy. It's not that hard. I see a lot of traders and even me myself get addicted to being in profit. We love it. It just feels like all our hard work wasn't for nothing, that this is like a little glimpse of our future. Like we just get addicted to being in profit, that we start taking trades that we know we're not supposed to be taking. It's not even close to our trading plan. We're literally just hopping in for no reason. We just want to see us in profit. We just want to go tell our wife or husband or girlfriend or boyfriend that, look, I won today. Your faith in me is not misplaced. I won today. I've been putting in the work. Look at my results. Look, it's only a little bit longer until we get out this house. It's only a little bit longer until we live that life, take these vacations. I get to buy you a ring and jewelry and all that stuff. We get addicted to it, bro. I know what it's like. Every day I would just want to be in a trade. That took years for me to get over. I really like trading, bro. I was really passionate about trading. Now it's to the point where I don't even want to trade because it's just so boring now. I just do the same thing every day and I make money. Yeah, it's cool to make money, but once you have a certain amount in the bank account, it kind of becomes like a chore. Like, I don't really want to trade. I don't want to wake up this early and go to the charts. I'd rather just sleep in bed with my wife. You know what I mean? I'd rather just take my daughter to the park, or, you know, I'd rather just chill. But you got to show up every day and we got to make money. But before, bro, I used to wake up hours earlier before the market even opened, just waiting to get on the charts because I loved it so much. I don't know if that's just me. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. Please comment down below. Let me know if you feel the same way, that it just excites you to trade, bro. I loved it, bro, because I knew this was my way out. But we got to kill that addiction, bro, because this is a business. We need to follow rules and we need to keep ourselves accountable, because until then, it'll just be a game to us. It'll never change our life. And that's another thing. I see a lot of people say, you know, this is like a game. This is not a game. This is not a game, bro. This will change your whole family's legacy forever. This is not a game. You need to take this serious. And another thing is, when you lose, you can't be all depressed, all pissed off, starting arguments with your wife for no reason. Like, you can't be all emotional like that, bro. Same thing when you win. You can't be all through the roof like, oh my God, I want to trade. That doesn't matter, because the next day you could lose and all that profit is gone. It doesn't matter until that money hits your bank account. Once you withdraw and it hits your bank account, then you you can be happy. That's when it's time to celebrate. But just because you won 2 trades back to back, that doesn't mean nothing, bro. It could be gone the next day. So we don't get too happy when we win, and we don't get all depressed when we lose. It's just part of the game. It only matters once you withdraw. The 7th crucial mistake that I see almost everybody making is you're taking signals. The only reason that I see any benefits to you taking signals is if you've been studying that person's course or mentorship, whatever, for months and months and months, and you feel like you're just missing one little piece to the puzzle, then I would suggest get their signals, see when they're entering trades, and then back test their trade. See why they entered, how long they held for, what signal did they enter on, what signal did they get out on. That's the only benefit to taking signals. I truly believe that signals are a big problem in this community, right? It's stopping you from trading on your own. I think what are more beneficial are live trading discords, because 9 times out of 10, when you have a signal room, it's not even the main trader calling the trades. I think the live trading discords are way more beneficial. So you can see the person's analysis, you can enter the trade with them, you can get out the trade with them. I think that is way better than just having a signal room. Now, if you come into Forex and all you want is for someone to trade for you as an investment, then that's a whole different story, right? You're not even looking to become a trader. You're just looking to make some money. That's different. Then I understand having a signal room and all that. But if you're trying to become a trader, why are you having someone else trade for you? That just don't make any sense. Now, last but not least, you need to improve your life outside of trading for your trading to improve. And you're probably like, what are you talking about? Once you start putting more effort on every other area of your life, your trading will become better. And I'm telling you this from experience. Once I stepped away from the charts and started taking vacations or started paying more attention to my family, making sure my wife feels special, just going for walks, go for walks through rich neighborhoods that you want to live in and manifest that life. Manifestation is a real thing. I've done it. You need to get outside, bro. Get off the computer so much. If you're barely getting into it, then you need to study nonstop. But if you've already been into it for a year or two, you're on the computers too much. You need to step away, go for a walk, take your wife out to dinner, get your mind off the chart, and your mind will be more clear when you get back on. You're going to start seeing things that you were blind to just because you've been on here nonstop. Another big thing that you guys always hear me talk about, because it actually works, and I literally credit this to my whole success, is you need to get closer to Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, if you just let this go in one ear and out the other, you're not going to be successful. If you ever looked at a trader and say, why do they make it and I don't? 9 times out of 10, they have a really good relationship with God. He is going to navigate your journey. You're going to start being recommended videos on YouTube that you've never been recommended before. You're going to start noticing things in the markets that you never noticed before. I'm telling you, it's crazy what happens once you really build a relationship with God. Like, you got to take it serious. You need to be praying every day. You need to just be talking to him. Start listening to some Christian music. Like, bro, I'm telling you, start giving back to people in need. That's one thing I do all the time, is I always give back. That's why I have way more success than a lot of people that you see, is because I'm in God's favor. Now, I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. Do not get that twisted. It's just, I know that this was the secret to my success. So that's why I even do YouTube, is to spread this secret. I know what works and I know what doesn't work. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Get closer to Jesus Christ and you'll see some big changes in your life. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Stay blessed.